Hi viewers, this is Dr. Jana and you are watching video with me on blockchain. So this is a technology and it will be dominating the next 2 decades most probably, and we will be discussing about the fundamentals of blockchain, what are the technology used here and what is the purpose, what are the applications, then what is the software we will be using here, and most probably we will run a program using that software. Okay, now let us go for the definition of this. What is this blockchain? Blockchain, as you know, it is a shared immutable ledger. It is a digital ledger, I can say, that facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a business network. Okay, here asset, it can be both tangible or it can be intangible. Tangible means a house, car, cash or land. These are called tangible records, tangible assets. And intangible, like the intellectual property, the patent, the copyright, the branding, etc., all are the things. So all these transaction, it can be done using this blockchain. So we can come to a conclusion, virtually anything of value can be tracked and traded on a blockchain network, reducing the risk and cutting cost of all involved. Okay, so these are the very fundamental things of this blockchain. Now next we'll be going for what are the components of this blockchain. Okay, we can say what are the important what is the importance of blockchain. Then we'll go for the various components. First we'll see why this blockchain is so important to us. You see, we know the business runs on information. Any business, it runs on information, and the faster it is received and the more accurate it is, the better. Fine. The blockchain is ideal for delivering that information because it provides immediate, shared and completely transparent information stored on an immutable ledger. Immutable means it cannot be changed by anybody, it cannot be tampered by anybody, and that can be accessed only by the permissioned network members. If I have given permission to somebody, then only he can access that one, others cannot do. Then a blockchain network can track orders, it can go for the payments, accounts, production and much more. And because members share a single view of the truth, we can see all details of a transaction end to end, and giving us greater confidence as well as new efficiencies and opportunities. So these are the importance, some of the importance of blockchain. Then immediately we are going for what are the key elements, what are the important elements in our blockchain. So we have three important elements here. First one is the distributed ledger technology, second one is the immutable records, third one is the smart contracts, and we will be focusing on the smart contracts in our videos. First let us discuss about what is the distributed ledger technology. Say all networks participants have access to the distributed ledger and its immutable record of transactions. Immutable means nobody can tamper it, nobody can delete it once it is recorded. And with this shared ledger, transactions are recorded only once, eliminating the duplications of effort that is typically of traditional business networks, where you do this type of thing come across in the traditional, but here it is eliminated, the duplication is eliminated, and also that is immutable and it is distributed type. Okay, then we are going for the immutable records. No participant can change or tamper with a transaction after it has been recorded to the shared ledger. In the shared ledger, once it is recorded, nobody has right to, nobody can do it, nobody can change it, nobody can tamper it. So if a transaction record includes an error, suppose one error is there, a new transaction must be added to reverse the error, and both the transactions are then visible. What is the error and what is the new one, both will be also visible. Then smart contracts, to speed transactions, a set of rule or we can say protocol called a smart contract, it is stored on the blockchain and executed automatically, right? So a smart contract can define conditions for corporate bond transfers, include terms for travel insurance as well as the various payment, etc., to be done. Okay, so these are the key elements of a blockchain. Now immediately we are going for the fourth one. We are going for the fourth one, that is how blockchain works. Okay, let us see how this blockchain works. See, I just reduce this font size little. Yeah, so you see that how this blockchain works here, we'll have some clarity. As each transaction occurs, it is recorded as a block. So any transaction we call it as a block or block of data, and those transactions So the movement of an asset that can be tangible or intangible, already I told about that one. Intangible like the intellectual property, and tangible like the product or the land or cash. And the data block can record the informations of your choice, that means who, what, when, where and how much, and even the conditions also, such as the temperature of a food, all the things it can put it here first. Second thing, each block is connected to the ones before and after. One block previous to that and next to that, all are connected, and these blocks form a chain of data as an asset moves from place to place or ownership changes hands, right? The blocks confirm the exact time and sequence of transactions, and the block links securely together to prevent any block from being altered or a block being inserted between two existing. It is not possible, we cannot insert anything, or it can be altered or it can be changed also. And the transactions are blocked together in an irreversible chain, we call it as a blockchain. So each additional block strengthens the verification of the previous block, and hence the entire blockchains, and this renders the blockchain tamper evident and delivering the key strength of immutability. And this removes the possibility of tampering by a malicious actor, and also builds a ledger transaction. We can you and other network member can also trust it. Okay, so these are the things how the blockchain works here. Now then immediately we are going for the benefits of this blockchain. Okay, what is the benefit? Okay, if you see it here, we have a number of benefits with this blockchain. Okay, little I enlarge this one. So you see here, say when you are going for operations, upon waste effort on duplicate recording keeping and third party validations, all the things are there in the traditional things. Okay, even in the banking system also we go for those things. Now record keeping systems can be vulnerable to fraud and cyber attacks, and limited transparency can slow the data verifications. And with the arrival of IoT, that is internet thing, transaction volumes have exploded like anything, and all of this slow business and drains these bottom lines, and means we need to a better way, that is we go for this blockchain, right? Then the greater trust with blockchains. As a member of members only network, you can rest assured that you are receiving accurate and timely data, and that your confidential blockchain records will be shared only within the network members to whom you have specifically granted access. Other people, they can't access that one. Then the greater security. So consensus on data accuracy is required from all network members, and all validated transactions are immutable because they are recorded permanently. No one, not even the system administrator, can delete the transactions. Then it is secure. Got it now? Then more efficiencies with the distributed ledger that is shared among members of a network. Time wasting record reconciliations are eliminated, and to speed transactions, a set of rules called the smart contract, it can be stored on the blockchain and it is executed automatically. Okay, so these are the some of the benefits of the blockchain, and once we know all the things, then we go for what is this Ethereum, because all the things will be working on this Ethereum. So Ethereum is a decentralized that is blockchain platform that runs smart contract. Okay, so little small I make it here. Now you can clearly visualize all the things, and the applications that run exactly as programmed without any possibility of downtime, censorship, fraud or third party interferences. The Ethereum virtual machine, it is just like the Java virtual machine. The Ethereum virtual machine is known as EVM in the runtime environment for smart contracts in Ethereum. The Ethereum virtual machine focuses on providing security and executing untrusted code by computers all over the world, right? The EVM specialized in preventing denial of service (DOS) attacks and ensure that programs don't have access to each other's state, ensuring communications can be established without any potential interference. And the Ethereum virtual machine has been also designed to serve as a runtime environment for some smart contract based Ethereum. Okay, so these are the, we have some idea about the Ethereum. Then what is the language we will be using, that we will see it here. So then immediately we will go for execution of certain things. Okay, then you see here we are calling something smart contract. What is this smart contract? This smart contract is a computer protocol that is intended to digitally facilitate, verify, or enforce the negotiations or performance or a contract. Okay, this then we call it the smart contract. The smart contracts allow the performance of credible transactions without third parties. Okay, then these transactions are trackable and irreversible, and the concept of smart contract was first proposed by Nick Szabo in 1994. And Szabo is a legal scholar actually, and also cryptographer, known for the laying all the groundwork for this digital currency. And it is fine if we have understand smart contract. Okay, now let us say what are the language we'll be using. Solidity, we can go for the Solidity. Solidity is a contract oriented high level programming languages for implementing smart contracts, and Solidity is highly influenced by the C++, Python and JavaScript, and has been designed to target the EVM, that is the Ethereum virtual machine. Okay, Solidity is statically typed, so it supports all inheritance, libraries, number of libraries are there, and the complex user defined types in programming languages. And we can use Solidity to create contracts for use such as the voting, for crowdfunding, for blind auctions, and multi-signature wallets, and all things we can use all the things. Then immediately once we got these ideas, now we a lot of theory we studied now, and a lot of things we discussed. Now let us go to the practical part. Okay, now I will explain one program. Once program is there, then I will open the IDE, what we will be using, Remix IDE, and then immediately I will run one program and show to you. Okay, fine, you can see it here. We have a small program here. In this program we are starting with the / SPDX license identifier GPL. So this first line tells you that the source code is licensed under GPL version 3.0. The second one, Pragma Solidity, so it is which version of the Solidity we are using. So instead of giving a particular version, if you know that particular version, then put a cap and that particular version you put it. Otherwise, if you do not exact version, anyway it will be between 0.4.16 and 0.9.0 the latest. So you put it there, automatically it will detect that version also. Then we can go for the contract, the name of the contract, and we can write all the things there with the u integer. This is the data type, and a name you get stored data. So like that we can go for functions, all the things. So I am not going to explain this program here. So we immediately opening the IDE, and there itself I am going to explain you all the things. Okay, so fine. So if you are comfortable with all the things, now let us go and have a program here. Now I am opening my Chrome. In this Chrome I am going for say Ethereum, I am going for Ethereum, remix ethereum.org. What you need to type? Remix ethereum.org. So once you type, you will have a interface like this, and you can see here the first one, left hand side, first one is the file explorer, second one it is the Solidity compiler, and third one is the deployer. Okay, deployment. Okay, and here you can see the bench is here, you can get it here. Now I am going to the contract here. Inside the contract I created a file called test.sol here, because Solidity the extension will be .sol, just like java.java, c.c, c++.cpp. For the Solidity you want dot, so I created. How do you create? So under the contracts, just you first one is cleared, create a new file. You click it here, a new file will come. After creating it, it was created like this. Once it was created like this, you can see the first line of coding I am putting // so SPDX hyphen license identifier GPL 3.0. So that means the license here it is granted is GPL 3.0. Then Pragma Solidity, here what is the version of this Solidity we are using? So it is between 0.70 and 0. I am using 0.817 like that I will be using. So that we can a range we can give it, so that it will automatically recognizes. Then I want a contract here. The name I give it test. Here I give it the data type boolean, and the name is true or false, and here I put it true. Then I give some array, string array, so public, then string array, and here I am writing hi hello, something like that. Okay, now you get it now. Then just after typing all the things, Control S, save this program. So it is saved as test.sol. Once it is there, then you go for the compiling. So the compile test UL, just I am compiling it here. So it is compiled. Now it is showing it is successfully compiled. Okay, so when it is compiling is over, then immediately we go for the deployment of these things, and you can see the name is test, contract test.sol. You have to select it here, and all the things are there, because all the things I have put it here, and Java virtual machine London you can put anywhere. I have put it London, so if you want any other places also you can put it. Okay, I put this London, you anything you put it, it will work, there is no problem. So then art address, if you put it, suppose I put it 0, and I go for this thing. So yeah, it is not like that it is doing. Then you go for the deploy, then go for the deploy. In the deployment, art address, when I put it 0, then enter it here. Okay, then you go for this art address. Then can you see? Okay, you go for the test here also. Yeah, so string array, so I put it here 0, that means if it is indexed, what is the 0 word in the array, the first word is high and the second word is that is 0 index, that is 0 3 is high, first one is hello. So now I put it here, then I go for the string array. You can see here it is a string array. First 0th string it is showing high. Can you see it here? The output is a string array. After deploying it is showing high. So suppose I want to go for the first one, that means the second one. So I put it here 1. Then I again go for the string array. You can clearly see it is coming string dot hello. So that means using our fast SOL program, we are able to run and we are able to identify all the things. Okay. So I hope we have given you the very fundamental things for you. And if you really like this video, please do share with your friends and don't forget to give a thumbs up also. And second thing is that if you really interested, you can also do all the things, and then it can easily reach to you without any delay, right? So thank you for watching this video. Take care of your health. Have a good day. Goodbye.